It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on Kadarius Toney. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders on Thursday.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo now.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick six. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got Renfro on the out route. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football.
The big fella! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo.
Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Got a man, it's Mayer.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders!
Michael Mayer.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business,
the throw for Tony is intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Or can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The Chiefs at 11-3 on the year, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
3rd down and 6.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Mahomes going to throw. And Incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, 75 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
A little short pass. This is Everett.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
There he goes, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Gerald Everett, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
And now the 1,400-yard mark eclipsed, a touchdown on that last drive. He's put together such a solid season. We always talk about 1,000-yard campaigns, and 2,000 so elusive, but 1,500, that's a nice total to aim toward, too.
It really is, because when you get to that type of a number, you know those guys up front have done yeoman duty, right? And what we don't give them enough credit for is not just the initial blocks that they make. It's that second and third block. Sometimes you get the combination blocks where you're running the power game. But how about the linemen who can get their block on the line of scrimmage and climb to the second and the third level and get linebackers and defensive backs downfield to gain additional yardage?
And they have done that to perfection almost this year.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. So we've reached half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. Knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So out come the Raiders.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Garoppolo now. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Leo Chanel.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Mahomes now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And this time he is in. Yes. Isaiah Pacheco. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 14.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better.
And now here is another interception.
Inside the 20.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the side.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
That's Mayer, the tight end.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Open man right side, Myers. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll try and run with Pacheco.
Fights off the defender. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes going to throw it here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tucker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Ronnie Perkins coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
21.
Now Garoppolo.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Garoppolo on first down.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.